Hi all, today I would like to show you how you can approach improvisation with the trumpet or basically any other instrument that you are playing or want to learn or whatever. So basically, the first thing, which I think is the most important thing, is you find a song that you like, that you enjoy, and for me, I think the simple one and a very known one is Summertime. So I'll first play the song Summertime. Okay, so I'm sure many of you already know this song, and you can probably find lead sheets. I'll probably link a lead sheet to it as well, so you can learn it from the sheet music. But perhaps it's also better to just listen to it and try to learn it like that by heart. So the first thing I would like you to try is to try play around the melody. That's how we play. We take our first steps into improvisation. For example, this song is most of the time in the D minor for C instruments, but for trumpet, for example, it's E minor. So the E minor is of course parallel to G major, so you can take notes from that scale, and most of the time it's gonna sound great. Of course, we can go more into depth and perhaps in theory and on some chords maybe something wouldn't fit, but I think for the start it's more important that we develop a feeling and that we are feeling more confident trying to just get notes from our head into the trumpet. So for starters, you can just try to play around the melody and use the notes from G major scales or E minor scale. Maybe throw in some chromatics in between or something like that. So something like this. Okay, I cracked some note. Doesn't matter really, to be honest, because right now we're trying to just, take some basic steps in improvisation. And it's most importantly, if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter. Right now, we're just trying to get our feeling and development in this case. So after you do this and play around the melody, try to then get further and further away from the melody and try to put your own things in. So for example, something like this. So I'm pretty sure that you still heard some part of the Summertime, but most of it was all really starting to get away from the melody itself. I use some blues scales in between as well. So if you don't know what a blues scale is, it's basically a pentatonic, but then you also add a blue note, which is a sharp 4 or a flat 5. So for B flat sounding instruments, for example, the trumpet, clarinet, tenor saxophone, we will be using the E blues scale. If you're a C instrument, then you're using a D, and if you're something else, then you'll have to transpose for yourself. But for example, if we have the E blues, it sounds like this. And the notes are E, G, A, B flat, B, D, E, like that. So you can always throw in something like this because it's relatively simple, but it sounds really good. So I'll make one last attempt at Summertime, and I'll be really playing out of the melody. So try to still find where I'm, maybe in the form, this is a 16-bar song, so maybe you can try to listen where I am. But I'll be trying a few things. Let's see how it goes. One, two, one. Something like that. So this is how you can approach improvisation at a basic step. So try to learn the melody, try to play around the melody, try to use some the scale that you're in. So normally try to find what tonality the song is, and then you play with those notes. Or maybe sometimes you can throw in the blues scale, and then try to get as further away systematically from the song itself, from the melody itself, and try to put in your own things, and try to make it simple. You don't need to make it too crazy. You can start really simple, something like, I'll make one more attempt. Let's do it a bit simpler. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, let's go.